You guys went absolutely crazy for the last mod video I dropped, so I figured, why not run it back? Now personally, I'm more of a quality of life mod enjoyer, the kind of stuff that makes the game smoother without really changing its soul. But I know a lot of you want the wild stuff, the mods that flip everything upside down and make Schedule 1 feel like a brand new game. So I went digging through the depths of Nexus to find the 10 craziest, most game-breaking mods I could get my hands on. These aren't just tweaks, they're full-on shakeups, and I got a top 10 list for you. But before we get into the actual list, let's cover the basics, because installing mods for Schedule 1 is a lot easier than you might think. First, you're going to need Melon Loader. Just head to their site, download the installer, and run it. Select Schedule 1 from the list, hit install, and ta-da, you're done. All you have to do now is browse Nexus mods, find one you like, download the DLL file, and drop it straight into the mods folder in your Schedule 1 Steam files. It's not really that complicated. Quick thing though, if you're playing on the normal branch, make sure you download the IL2 CPP version. And if you're on the alternate branch, grab the mono version instead. As long as you get that right, your mods will work like a charm. Now let's get into the list. Alright, the first mod on our list is for all the gun nuts out there. And honestly, it's one of the coolest weapon overhauls I've seen for Schedule 1. This mod adds 2 brand new weapons into the game, the AK-47 and the minigun. No more slow, single shot plinking away at enemies. When things get messy, you can just hold down that trigger and absolutely melt anyone in your way. These guns aren't just a little bit OP, they make you feel like an absolute god. The attention to detail in this mod is insane. This mod brings in new animations, unique firing sounds, and completely custom meshes for each of the weapons. Every shot has impact, every reload feels heavy, and the sound design just makes combat feel so much more alive. And the best part is that you can buy every single one of these weapons straight from Stan's weapon shop in the warehouse. It meshes into the game seamlessly, which is always a massive plus when it comes to mods. Now there are a couple of quirks to keep in mind. The AK-47 kicks like a mule, the recoil is pretty insane on that one, and you can only reload the minigun by going back to Stan's shop. But honestly, when you're unloading hundreds of rounds and looking like an absolute badass doing it, that's a pretty fair trade-off. If you've ever wanted to turn your Schedule 1 run into a full-blown action movie, this is the mod that'll make it happen. Alright, this next mod is for the absolute maniacs, the ones who don't want to just drive around town, they want to own the town. This mod lets you steal every vehicle in Schedule 1. Civilian sedans, delivery trucks, and even the cops' patrol vehicles. You see it, you grab it, and you're gone. So whether you want to stop Mick from driving home drunk every night, or you just want to wreak havoc on all those dirty greeners, this mod is a lot of fun. But just know it does come with consequences. If you jack a police vehicle, the alarms will sound instantly. Cops will go aggressive and the hunt will begin. The regular NPCs won't sit back and let you jack their ride either. Some will call the cops, and others will try to fight you right there on the sidewalk. But if you'd rather skip the fireworks, and you're a peaceful person, there is another option. All the parked cars can be taken without any suspicion. As long as there aren't any witnesses, you are good to go. Bottom line, this mod doesn't just let you steal the cars, it lets you dominate the streets, one jacked ride at a time. Alright, the next mod on the list is for all my speed demons and wannabe skater boys out there. You know how the default skateboard in Schedule 1 can sometimes feel a little sluggish? Like you're pushing a shopping cart through wet cement? Well, this mod fixes that, and then some. With it, you can fully customize your skateboard to ride exactly how you want. Crank up the speed, boost your push force, or tweak how sharply you turn. Whether you want buttery smooth carving or full-on rocket fuel, it's all on the table. And because waiting is for chumps, it even has an optional instant mount feature. One tap and you're on the board flying down the street before anyone can blink an eye. All of these tweaks are done through Melon preferences, so tweaking your ride is quick and easy. It's your skateboard, your rules. Whether you want a realistic skate session or a chaotic high-speed joyride, this mod hands you the tools to make that happen. Alright, if you've ever felt like the streets of Schedule 1 were missing that extra bit of horsepower, this next mod has you covered. It drops a full-blown luxury car dealership into the game. Not some janky, half-baked car lot either, but a legit high-end showroom that looks like it should have velvet ropes out front. This mod adds so many new cars. We're talking about everything from classy, over-the-top luxury whips to straight-up meme machines. There's a Rolls Royce with a trunk big enough to fit your entire operation in it, an El Camino to ride in style, a drift car to race all of your friends, and even a Cybertruck for you to take your anger out on. Oh, and there's also a can of soup with a trunk. Don't ask questions. But the best part is that every car you buy is treated just like one of the vanilla vehicles. Once it's yours, and you can even tweak the prices yourself through a simple vehicle prices JSON file. So whether you want realistic price tags for these cars, or you want them all for $1, the power is in your hands. So forget walking, forget stealing beaters. With this, you're rolling up in style. This video is powered by the Red Magic 11 Pro, the world's first mass-produced smartphone with liquid cooling. Yeah, you heard that right. It's a phone that literally has a liquid cooling system built into it. It's all thanks to the revolutionary Red Magic Aquacore cooling system, and it's the same non-conductive, cold-resistant stuff that they use in AI servers. It's got liquid metal for faster heat transfer, and a 13,116mm vapor chamber that spreads across the entire body of the phone. I mean, this phone was built by gamers for gamers. Under the hood, you're getting a 4.6 GHz processor and 24 gigs of RAM, so you know that gameplay is buttery smooth. But I am genuinely curious, how many of you guys have worse specs than that on your actual computer at home? And the display is absolutely gorgeous on this thing. It's a 2688 by 1216 resolution, 144 Hz refresh rate, and a 95% screen to body ratio. Pair all of that with a 7500 mAh battery and 80-watt fast charging, and you're getting a high-end gaming experience without being tethered to a wall because your phone keeps dying. I'm actually going to be using this phone that they gave me to make a video on all of the Schedule 1 clones on Roblox, and while recording footage for this video, I haven't had any problems. This phone is an absolute dream. So if you want console-tier performance that fits in your pocket, check out the Red Magic 11 Pro. Trust me, once you go liquid-cooled, you'll never go back. Alrighty, this next mod isn't just a quality of life upgrade, it's a full-blown criminal empire optimizer. And I actually got this one from the comments in my last video. There was a lot of people that recommended it. Gone are the days of fumbling around trying to guess how much your customers are willing to fork over for a bag of weed. This beast of a mod does all the math for you. It pinpoints the absolute highest price each customer is willing to pay, recalculates on the fly when you tweak quantities, highlights the per unit price, and even handles counteroffers and deal scheduling like a personal sales assistant. Basically, it turns you from a corner dealer into a ruthless, data-driven businessman. And here's where it gets spicy. That same system also extends to product pricing in the Products app, showing exactly how appealing each item is to your customer base, and how much they're likely to spend. But honestly, the real power of this mod, and the part that I liked the most when I tested it out, was in the automation features. The automatic handover means no more dragging bags into people's pockets like a broke street vendor. The system intelligently picks the best packaging combinations in your inventory and delivers it instantly. And the deal automation lets your phone handle desperate customers for you. It automatically counters and schedules all the meetups without having to lift a finger. And if all of that in this mod wasn't enough, it also provides contacts information that gives you a peek inside your customers' habits. What they want, how much they'll buy, their spending limits, and even when they'll place their next order. This mod doesn't just add convenience. It adds domination of the drug dealing game. You're not just selling anymore. You're optimizing, automating, and outsmarting every single customer to maximize your profits. Alright, this next mod is for all my gamblers, degenerates, and high rollers. Because this one turns Hyland Point into Las Vegas. Say goodbye to the sad, tiny little betting limits that keep our dreams small. With this mod, the maximum bet in the casino skyrockets to $25,000. But that's not all. The mod gives the casino itself a serious upgrade. It adds a slick plus and minus button to the blackjack and ride the bus UIs as well, making it way smoother to fine-tune our bets. And it also makes the casino open 24/7, so no more waiting for business hours. If you want to punt all your money at 8 o'clock in the morning, you absolutely can. The mod also went ahead and added a free play mode for every game in the casino, so you can satisfy the gambling urge without actually losing money. In short, this mod doesn't just enhance the casino, it turns it into a non-stop, high-stakes playground. Alright, this next mod is for all of my Empire builders, the ones who love fine-tuning all of their properties into well-oiled machines. Ultimate Employees hands you full control over your workforce in Schedule 1, letting you tweak and tune every single detail to make your operation run exactly how you want it to. Gone are the days of all the slow-walking, overpaid, underperforming workers dragging you down. Because with this mod you can customize employee parameters like walk speed, daily wages, and even role-specific behaviors for each type of worker. Want your packagers moving at light speed? Done. Want to cut wages to squeeze a little bit more profit? Easy. You can even increase the max number of stations each one can handle, turning your operation into a production line. And the best part is that it's all fully integrated with the mod manager and phone app from my last video, so you can make real-time adjustments mid-game without ever having to touch a configuration file. On top of that, the worker UI got a glow up. Packager routes now have scrollable lists and dynamic entry generation. Input conflicts are blocked automatically for smooth navigation, and all your settings update live the second your employees spawn in. So basically, this mod doesn't just tweak your employees, it gives you total control over them, turning your crew into a lean, mean, money-printing machine. Alright, this next mod is for all the people who are tired of micromanaging all of their dealers. With this one, your dealers stop being sluggish middlemen and start working like an actual organized network. First off, it doubles the customer limit from 8 to 16 for every dealer. And you no longer have to run around town collecting their cash like some underpaid errand boy. This mod adds a collect cash button right in the dealer UI, and even gives you the option to toggle auto collect, so your money piles up without you having to lift a finger. Plus, you can completely configure how much of a cut the dealers take, whether you want it to be more difficult or easier. It also lets you adjust their speed, and even access their inventory instantly with a single button. And just for good measure, each dealer gets 5 extra inventory slots, giving them way more room to work with. Everything is fully configurable through the UI, so you can tailor everything to match your playstyle. Basically, this mod turns all of your dealers into hyper-efficient salesmen that never miss a beat. Alright, the next mod on our list is for everyone that's tired of running around having to stuff lockers full of money. With it, you can pay all of your employees' wages with a single click, straight from your phone. All you have to do is tap the Pay All Wages button, and all of your workers are instantly happy again. But if you want to be a bit more surgical with it, you can also pay wages per location, letting you control exactly where your cash is going. And for all those people who really don't want to think about it, there's an auto-pay feature that handles everything automatically. Just toggle it on for a location, and the mod will quietly take care of it in the background. The mod even comes with some bonus features, like the ability to disable the locker and bed requirements, and an experimental option to make your employees work 24/7, letting your empire run non-stop without having to worry about any sleep schedules. I like this mod because it adds a great quality of life feature that frees you up to focus on making money instead of running around shoving it in lockers. Alright, our last mod is a bit of a blast from the past. Literally. Serena Flats The Long Return brings back the desert from the prologue and drops it straight into the main game. Now, I gotta tell you, this is an early test build, so don't expect full gameplay just yet, but the entire desert environment is fully explorable. All you have to do is hit the highway, drive up the overpass, and into the tunnel, and you'll be teleported straight into the sun-baked wasteland of Serena Flats. Right now, it's quiet out there, like a bit too quiet. There's no dealers, no traffic, no characters, no Uncle Nelson, and maybe he's the reason the town's so empty. Everyone left after he got arrested because they couldn't get any weed anymore. But that's just a theory. The author did state that current work on the mod has been paused and will continue in the near future. But Fansonetti, I'm begging you, brother, please make this mod. This is such a cool concept, and I know a lot of people in the community would really enjoy it. Now, I mentioned this in my last video, but it is worth repeating. A while back, some Schedule 1 mods were found to contain malware, which is pretty nasty stuff. Now, to be clear, this hasn't been an issue for a while now, ever since Nexus stepped in and banned every single one of the bad actors, but even though the coast has been clear for a while, it's still smart to protect yourself. And that's where a legend from the community, IfBars, comes into play. They created a plugin called MLV Scan, and honestly, it's a must-have if you want to mod this game. The plugin automatically scans every mod you install and blocks anything malicious before it ever runs. IfBars is a close friend of mine. He's done a lot of work with me in the past, and I fully trust him. All you have to do to install it is drag it into the plugins folder instead of the mod folder, and it'll get to work protecting your PC. I seriously cannot recommend it enough. It's quick, it's simple, and it keeps your rig safe. Anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for this mod video. Let me know in the comments if there's any other mods I haven't talked about that you really enjoy using. And as always, stay silly, y'all.